Jeff?
Well, I think most people have an expectation of what Sam and Josh and Frank can do, but I'm just curious what you thought of Nigel's work on the glass. You know, he's talked about wanting that to be a point of emphasis this year, and Vito, in the minutes that he got tonight, I heard he's a little more comfortable than he was a year ago.
Yeah, I mean, what you just said, yes. I mean, I agree. Nigel was active. I thought defensively he did some good things. Maybe let the guy, the big fella, catch it a couple times in the post. Could have maybe worked the guy a little harder. But we know the strength that they brought in here with their quickness off the dribble drives and the throwbacks and things like that. They're pretty effective with that. So I thought defensively, Vito and Nigel and the other guys, but you mentioned those two in particular, they did a great job of moving their feet and shutting off the driving lanes.
Jeff?
Just the defense in general, I mean, you alluded to it a little bit, but did you like what you saw for the most part? I mean, they didn't really get many bad open looks that I can remember.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to when I said how we moved our feet. I mean, each team presents their strengths as we try to present ours. And, very difficult to have footage, film to look at and all. Now that each game that we play, we get more footage. Each time we can see the opposition, we get even more footage on them. Excuse me. So for a first time out there playing in a regulation game, it was pretty much what you expect. Similar to a lot of other first games we've had. Some good spots, some rough spots.
I was just curious to get your impressions of the Final Four banner being raised and the pregame ceremony. I know you said everybody was ready to look ahead and get the season going, but what was that experience like?
Yeah, for the players, they were pretty excited as they felt the warmth from the fans. It was nice that the fans came early and were ready to honor those guys. The fact that we had a chance to have a couple of the other guys come back. Of course, Ben couldn't be here, but did a nice little video. So yeah, it was neat. It was, it's what people do. So for our school to do it, it's a tribute. And as soon as we went back to that locker room, it was, let's get ready. Let's match up. Let's stick to the scouting report and let's do our thing. It was neat, especially for the players and the fans, between the two of them.
Coach, how does playing, I mean, now you guys, it seems like you're playing a two-guard starting lineup instead of three. How does that maybe change what you do offensively, if at all? Or does it change the fact that you maybe go inside a little bit more? I know Northern Kentucky was kind of worried about your size coming into this game.
Well, we take what the defense gives. So, the size of the players doesn't mean you can't go inside. So whether we had all kinds of combinations out there. So I don't get hung up on the combinations because I figure with all the reps we have in practice, most players know two positions, some players know three positions, so it's not any big deal during the course of the game.
But would you say you feel better about this team defensively coming into this season than you did last season, even with the Canada trip, just because you had some young guys playing big minutes early last season and Josh coming off the injury? I'm just curious if you think it a little farther ahead or not.
If we stick to our rules and stay disciplined and keep working, I always feel every team you coach can get better. So we'll see how it plays out. But I don't expect from year to year anything different from 2003 to 2004 or 2014 to 2015 when I'm doing the drills and showing them clips and trying to teach. You could mix them all together, and it would all be the same to me.
Anything else for Coach?
Just real quick, don't know if you heard Coach talk about trying to shut down the lane a little bit, contest shots for you guys, make it shoot a little bit. Were you happy with the shooting from outside with 4 of 17? Was there something off? Did they do something rest of you guys, bad night in that regard, or what?
Yeah, 4 for 17 is not what you want to shoot. That's 12 points on 17 shots. You know, we needed to make 2 more. We needed to make 2 more of those threes to be okay. Because then that's 18 points on 17 shots. If you're getting more points on the number of shots that you're taking from 3, then it's okay. But obviously we didn't do that. But when we're hitting, when we're getting those open looks, if we get those same 17 looks, there are games where we can hit 7 or 8 of those.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, Coach.